Imagine this, you're deep in the woods, miles from civilization, surrounded by nothing but the sounds of nature. The campfire crackles, the stars shine above, and everything feels peaceful, until it doesn't. Tonight, we're diving into 4 terrifying camping horror stories, tales so chilling, they'll make you think twice before pitching a tent in the wilderness. So, grab a blanket, turn off the lights, and let's begin, if you dare. This happened during a Boy Scout campout when I was 15. My friend, who was supposed to share the tent with me, canceled at the last minute, so I had to pitch the tent and sleep in it alone. The sun was setting, and after a long day of hiking, we returned to camp to set up our tents. By the time I finished, it was already dark. Someone helped me set it up, and we ate dinner. After the usual scary stories around the campfire, we all went to sleep. I fell asleep quickly but woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of someone stomping around my tent. At first, I thought it was another scout going to the bathroom. But the stomping kept circling my tent, over and over. I called out, "Who's there?" but the only response was the sound of footsteps stomping away into the woods. I tried to go back to sleep, but the stomping returned. This time, I was furious. I unzipped the tent door, ready to confront the prankster. But what I saw made my blood run cold, a towering man, at least 6'5", standing there with a creepy smile. He put a finger to his lips, signaling me to be quiet. I froze, my heart pounding, before sprinting to my scoutmaster's tent, screaming for help. The scoutmaster searched the area with a rifle but found nothing, except the man's footprints circling my tent. We packed up and left the next morning. To this day, I wonder, who was that man, and what did he want? Was he just a drifter? Or something far more sinister? Last summer, my friends and I went camping by the Willamette River. We hiked deep into the woods, fished at night, and drank until everything was funny. Around 2 a.m. we finally called it a night. I shared a tent with one friend, while the other 2 shared another. Just as we were drifting off, we heard laughter. At first, we thought it was our friends, but they yelled back, "It's not us." The laughter grew louder and closer, but there were no footsteps, just the sound of a man laughing. It was deep, guttural, and wrong. Like it was missing something. The laughter stopped abruptly, and we heard something rubbing against our tent. Then, we saw it, the outline of a hand pressing against the fabric. We screamed and bolted out of the tent, running through the woods until we found our car. We drove off, never looking back. Who, or what, was that man? And why was he laughing? Was he human? Or something else entirely? After college, I went backpacking alone in the Canadian wilderness. For 7 days, I saw no one except a distant figure in a canoe. I took photos with disposable cameras, capturing the beauty of nature. When I got home and developed the photos, I was horrified. Among the scenic shots were 2 pictures of me, asleep in my tent. Someone had been watching me, close enough to take those photos without waking me. I haven't gone camping since. To this day, I sleep with my door locked and my curtains closed, haunted by the thought that whoever took those photos might still be watching me. Who was the photographer? And what did they want? My boyfriend and I decided to go camping in the gorge for some alone time. As we prepped our gear, 2 sketchy men eyed us from a beat-up van. We hiked to our spot, but I noticed someone camping further up the hill. Later, a man appeared out of nowhere, offering to sell us firewood. He claimed he'd been camping alone for a month, but his stories didn't add up. He showed us his camp, which had enough supplies for several people. That night, we heard twigs snapping around our tent. I knew he was watching us. We quietly packed up and left, but as we did, he yelled, "Leaving so soon?" We ran to our car and drove away, leaving our tarp behind. I called the rangers the next day, but they never found him. Who was he? And what was he hiding in those woods? Was he just a drifter? Or something far more dangerous? And there you have it, 4 terrifying camping horror stories that will make you think twice before venturing into the wilderness. Which one sent chills down your spine? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more terrifying tales. Until next time, sleep with the lights on.